Hey guys, Chief back. I just want to do a quick video to go through who I think will be the top liners to close out the season. So if you're looking to do your trades and upgrades during the buy rounds, I was trying to give you some suggestions on what I think will be the players to target. So I've already gone through and done the rucks. I think Grundy looks to be R1. Cherry, if he can sort of turn it around from his past three, should be able to go R2. Gorn has had his mix up in his role a bit, but I think he'll close out the season well. I don't think he'll go back to doing the forward stuff anymore. And Jackson, he has been really well so far, but we have seen that he can do down games, and he just doesn't have the history yet of the top three guys. So I still think he's thereabouts, and if you have him, I have him, so I think he's still a good pick. I think he'll be pretty close to the top three of the pack, maybe like 5 points difference in average at most. So yeah, that's probably the smallest choices. You're probably only picking 2 or 3 if you're going to put one in flex. But I think honestly the defenders are the hardest. So Max Holmes, I think, is a lock for top 2 with Jack Sinclair. So we've seen Sinclair now doesn't have Flanders, doesn't have Nas. He's just like the main guy. He's sharing kickouts with Wilkie, so I think he's guaranteed to be top 2 from here. I think these two guys are pretty much far and away the top 2 picks for the defenders, and they're absolute must-haves. Archie Roberts, I think with Roberts, there's the new coach plus the Jackson halfback pickup. Do they keep Roberts there? I think they will keep him there. He has been really good there. But there's also a lot of injuries. And we saw him go into the mid-roll when the injuries were happening. So I know they're going to bring in a few more midfielders to sort of close the gap, but they're already running really low on players. So if there is any more injuries in the midfield, like Stardust, he did have a hand injury last season. So if someone picks up an injury, you think he'd be first to go into the midfield again, right? And does this Jackson player come in and actually do a job at halfback now? And do they adapt their strategy at all? So I think he's still top 5 at least. We've seen that he's a really good disposal getter, but he doesn't have the history really because this is breakout season. So I think at the price, it's a bit of a risk. If he was more to 550, I think it's a decent pick. I think we just want to see what's going to happen. There's a bit of uncertainty coming up. I think West Coast is going to be a pretty good game for him. But yeah, like if you have him, it's fine. If you don't have him, I'd just probably look at a little bit, just watch him a bit and see what's going to happen. But I still think it's a fine pick. I don't think he's going to be outside the top 8 or top 6 at all. So yeah, I think just target at a better price because he does have a good run home anyway. Whitfield, he will be there, but he also has his injuries issues, major ones. So he's already gone down with one. He guaranteed will go down with another one. So you just got to be mindful of that. He's probably going to miss at least another 1 to 2 games for the rest of the season. I don't think he's really ever gone a full season without many injuries. So at the price, again, like, he is kind of expensive considering that he might miss a couple more games. I think it's on the fence if you want to get him. He is getting older as well, so the injuries are going to get more frequent, I'd find. So unless he can do a Zorko and be I don't know, just run out the whole season with no injuries. But even with Zorko, we're seeing now it's catching up to him. So I think there's a little bit of risk there. But yeah, again, like Roberts, I think these two are going to be top 8, top 6, so it's fine again if you do want to pick him up. So Wayne Miller, he's just been a breakout this year. Yeah, I think he's going to basically keep it up. I don't see... Like, if you want... I think he'd be 6 to 8 range, for sure. Maybe fifth. I didn't expect it from him. When I did watch him and when I did own him, I didn't really like what he was doing. But ever since I've traded him, he's been doing pretty well. He's sort of like a Nas was last year or even the year before, like building up from the back more until Nas got pushed into the midfield. So I think Nas will go here. I think once his injuries is finished, he's going to be a top 3 for sure. They have a good run as well, I believe. Let's just check. Yeah, so Richmond, Suns are pretty good. Carlton, we'll see. Port's good. Essendon's good. GWS is okay. And you probably get a tag here. So there's 2 tags most likely, but the rest of it's not too difficult. Or 3 tags with Sydney twice, but it's not too difficult. And I think, yeah, he should be fine. I mean, Sinclair's got the same run as well. He'll probably be a less of a tag target. You never know. Jordan might go to Sinclair, but most likely it will be Nas. Parker's really fallen off recently. So I don't think he's going to be able to keep doing the top 6 what he's doing at the moment. I think he's going to start to fade away. Short, if you went there, it's fine. If you got him for cheap, it's fine. He's been burning a lot of people in the last few seasons. I think this is his highest average he's ever had. I don't see the point of going to him unless you really want the easy. He does have the good buy and so on, but I don't think he'll be able to keep it up because you still have Ash. Maybe he's probably a top 10. You got Blakey, also probably top 8, I'd say, and Worrell, probably 10 again, and then Wilkie. It's probably I'd say it's top 6, given what he's been doing so far. Dale, yeah, I think Dale is going to be. I think Dale will be here. So let's just organize these. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's probably a top 6, right there. And then in the second pack, I'd probably put these 2 probably pretty even. Ash probably just underneath them both, just because he has his roles in the midfield more likely. Blakey he's going to be up and down, so he will have the ceiling games, he will have the floor games. But you saw like 115 plus for 3 weeks, sandwiched with a couple 60s. So yeah, like he could do worse. He has a good run too. Essendon and Richmond, St Kilda. It's okay. I think he'll be with Ash roughly, so they're probably even as well. And then Worrell's sort of there if you want to. He's going to be off his buy, so he's a good pickup, I think. If you don't have any money, like 475k. I mean, you're better off going Wilkie, but he still has his buy coming up. Zorko, I wouldn't go there. There's no point. Clark wouldn't go there. Stewart, maybe if you want. It's not a must-have, I don't think. Houston wouldn't go there. The Suns boys, so Euland, he was doing pretty well recently, so his past 3's at 113. I did think he'll be like top 15 contender. And Noble, he's been doing pretty good too. 100 where is he? Yeah, 124 average in his last 5 is pretty impressive. So let's have a look at their run home. And his price is pretty crazy too, 570. He's at a 160, 130. So I don't know if he'll replicate that. He seems to be more of a 90s guy. Yeah, I think it'll be at bottom of the pack. They'll probably be pretty even. So this is probably the 3rd pack where you're probably scraping. Like Noble's price, you just wouldn't go there. So I'll put him at the bottom of the list. So we'll move over to midfielders. So this is probably the most easiest. Baz for sure. Butters for sure. Bont, Heaney. They're pretty much locks. From now to the end of the season, yeah, I think Dacos for sure should be here. He's gonna push for his Brownlow, so I don't see why he's not gonna keep this. What is this, like 90 average? You know, Dacos is Dacos. You're better off just getting him now, and he has a good run. I think Neil and Clayton are in the second pack. Or I'd say Dawson is like in the mix between. Same with Merritt. So let's say that's a third pack actually. Put Noah here. LDU, like, yeah, he's doing pretty good. I'd say he's sort of right there. Like, I think he had a good season not long ago, and then he fell off again, and now he's back to having a good season. He did have a pretty good run, like, for contested mids. This is pretty good. No tag targets here because like we'll go to Sheasel. So like this was pretty soft run. Again, West Coast, Richmond, Essendon, like that's pretty good run. So yeah, I'd say he's right about there. We can see he does do sub tons, and I think, but he still scores against the top team. So yeah. I think he's a fine pick. He's been a pretty good starting pick if you got him. I think he's still a good price if you want to pick him up anyway. He's going to be off his buy, so you can have him for all the buy runs now. Ed, I think he's about to turn it around. He's a good price. I would have picked him up if I didn't fill my midfield. I probably should have got him instead of McCluggage, but yeah, it is what it is. Who else do we have? Sarong, not been really happy with him. I mean, he's a burn man as well, so I wouldn't really prioritize him. Walsh, don't like. Finn's just not doing what I really expected from him, especially against his easy games. So, like this season, he's only really done 3 120s. And if you looked at his run last year, his run home post bye, it was like, look at all these 130s, 140s. So maybe, hopefully he can do that, but I don't have high confidence. I still wouldn't mind the pick. He's got a good buy, but I definitely think he's below. So this is probably, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I think having any 8 of these 10 is probably very solid. These could be some extra players if you want to pick them up, and then based on your buy fixture, you probably look at these players as well. So Rao, I think he could. Rao's probably going to turn it around. He's got a lot of PFS games. I think he probably belongs here. That's about it, I think. So I think these two boys will turn it around for the run home with all their home games. They don't have a good fixture, but just being at home, trying to get the finals again, I think they should be able to do something. And I think, yeah, these are like hoping that they turn it around and do something good. These guys have just been consistent. Same with LDU. So the LDU's been a bit more consistent than these two. These guys just have the history of being Uber, but they're just fallen off a bit. I think they'll still turn it around and finish strong. Merritt still have the risk of his contract. If he doesn't want to sign, do they then like just throw him wherever again and then don't care about him anymore? But with the injuries, I think he should be safe. And then these guys are obvious top midfielders. So yeah, I'd go for targeting these guys. Forwards is pretty easy, I'd say. Easiest. Rucks is probably easiest line, but we'll just go through here. So track, obvious. G's, obvious. And then Pickett. Flanders is finished for the season most likely. And then you got Sanders has been really good. Ross has been good as well, I guess. There's not many mids he's really challenging with, so he's been able to do a good job. I mean, like, who do they really have? Taranto now. So yeah, he's just been getting the ball, so it's fine. Tracy, don't really trust it, but if you want to, you can. I guess he's sort of like Thriller from last season. So if you do want to pick him up and you understand that he might have ceilings, he might have flaws, let's have a look. Like, yeah, it's been really good, but you can also see he can do these for a stretch. So yeah, just pretty much similar to Thriller from last season. I'd probably put Took, not been as solid. He has like lost most of his role, but he's still got sort of that reliability that, you know, he's been a Uber before. Same with Juan Francis. He has his up and downs, but he's sort of got the history. Rankin I'd put here if he comes back in. Depends on fitness. So I think he's top 4 if he's fit. Hopefully he's able to come back and keep doing his high CBA numbers, but yeah, it's a bit risky now, I think, with his calf and how long it took him to get it back last time. He'll probably get worked back into it again. Yeah, I think, yeah, that's pretty solid. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you probably get to... I'd probably recommend these two over any of these guys, but if you do want, you know, this, Ross has a good buy. Sanders has been doing solid. With English back, he should be able to do it. So he's basically had his breakout. Like, he's sort of gone under the radar for his breakout. We sort of expected him to do well. Yeah, like he's doing really good. No one's really talking about him enough. I think if you look at these numbers and then the fact that it's just Bont, Ed, and him. Trelaw, we don't know he's not really gonna break in, I think, anymore. He's too old. But Sanders probably gonna go to Tasmania, so we'll see next season with him. I don't know if we'll start him or anything, but if he's a forward next season and he can keep doing what he's doing, yeah, he'll probably be someone we have to look at. Super good run here. Never gonna be a tag target, so yeah, it's a good pod pick, I think. Sort of reminds me of Matt Kennedy from last year. Bolton, too many up and downs. BJ, if you want a ruck, we all know he goes up and down a lot. Zach Bailey, yeah, he's 3 rounds 70. So if you want, like, he's not too bad. Like, if you want Zach, that's fine. He's probably going to be F5, F6 anyway. And yeah, I think I might have probably forgotten some people, but I think that's a pretty solid list. So I'll post it on X as well later, if you do want to check it again. But yeah, that's pretty much my players to run home this season, and I'll see you guys soon for our round review for round 12. Cheers, guys.